Okay, I got this garden tower project in the mail a few days ago. My dad sent it to me, and I'm gonna put it together. Basically, what you have here is this rectangular box. There's some stuff in it, some casters and some metallic parts that you have to put together. All right, so what they recommend is that you flip this base over. You'll be working on this side. So you take these bars here. You can see in the instructions. All right, so on one end you have a single hole, on the other end you have two holes. So you're gonna match up all the holes on all three of these bars, and then you'll put a bolt through the side that has a single hole on it. So washer, bolt, and then it has like a Mickey Mouse nut on the other side. You'll tighten that up, finger tight. Okay, this is what the joint looks like. Like I said, a nut, washer, 3-part stack up, washer, Mickey Mouse nut. Little wedge feet deals. So there's like a, what do you call it? It's a mortise and tenon joint. I don't know what you call it. It's a plastic joint. It works kind of like a mortise and tenon. So you just slide these feet down into here. If you need to, smack them with a rubber mallet. They need to be fully seated so that this line on here is flush with the bottom of the container. All right, so basically you're gonna install this with the Mickey Mouse nut pointing in this orientation. It'll be on the bottom, and then these 3 bars just kind of get splayed out and put through this rebate that they have formed into this this foot housing here. Okay, you take this long bolt, washer, feed it through the second hole, not the outside hole, put in there. Then you get a washer on the nut side. The nut goes in the down orientation, and then you install it finger tight. All right, these little locking casters, they get installed in the outside hole, so no washer on this side. And then you have a big washer right here that goes on the bottom side in this orientation, and then the big nut. And I'm just finger tightening everything. Tighten this center bolt here now that I got everything put together. Like I said, all these joints are just finger tight. I'm going to use these needle nose pliers just so it fits under here easy. Grab onto the Mickey Mouse nut, and then using a 1/2-inch socket, I'm just going to tighten it up. It says make it as tight as possible, but use some judgment on that. I'm just going to make it tight enough that I feel like it's not going to back out. Now I'm going to tighten up this center bolt here. It's the one that goes into the main housing of the foot. Okay, I'm using 2 ratchet, and they're both 1/2-inch each. You don't want to tighten it so much that it damages the housing. Before you fully assemble this thing, you want to make sure that it's in its final location, because once you fill it up, it's going to be really difficult to move around. So you take these little hat sections here, and you locate them. So there's a tab. There's like a spine that goes up inside on the inside of it, and so it lines up with a cutout in the tube down there. Anyway, and then you basically just stack these up. So then you line up the spine with the next one and stuff this on, and then you get these ring sections and stick in place. There's basically these receptacles here, and then there's some feet on the bottom. You just line those up and stick them in. That's good. Okay, I've installed all the pieces that come with the base kit. If you got the expansion pack, you basically don't do this next step, but what you do is you take this top section here, you install it, and then through these holes you would zip tie through the hole in this center section onto the outer body here, and they have like a pattern that's shown in the instructions. If you bought the expansion box, what you'll do is go ahead and install that first before you install any of your zip ties and all that, because there's a couple more tiers, and the zip ties will go on the one that's on the top. Okay, hopefully you can see this, but basically on the top tier here, you zip tie these in all the way around, and that keeps it from rocking back and forth and keeps this center pillar installed. I was calling that second box an expansion pack, but maybe, I don't know, like I said, I didn't order this, but maybe it is supposed to be that tall, and the top two tiers just get shipped separately. Anyway, when I put my other one together, I only put all the components that were in the first box together and then zip tied it in before I realized that there was two more and that the zip ties were supposed to be in the top. Luckily I had some Harbor Freight zip ties, and I was able to cut the other ones free, and then because this top part here has to go on the very top, and so it was zip tied like 2 tiers down. But anyways, so we're back on the road now. Also, there's a bunch of other stuff that got shipped in this box. I'm going to go through that later and figure out what all that is, but that's pretty much how to put it together. I'm going to fill it up and then try to grow some stuff in it, and I will make separate videos for that and provide a review at some later date.